We just recorded our first video and forgot to hit record on the whole thing, so we're gonna give this another shot right here.
This is our second effort at this.
But this is the first dungeon in A Link to the Past.
It's the East Palace in the Light World. It's a very straightforward dungeon.
Yeah, not very hard at all.
It's a good introduction to the game for people who aren't familiar with the Zelda universe.
If you're not familiar with the Zelda universe by now, you got issues.
Agreed. Especially for people like us who grew up in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, most people
right
are
here,
Zelda fans.
I'm going to mention that you actually want to go right here. If you go right, coming out of that door, you actually go get the dungeon map first, which you'll see later in the video. Actually forget to get that dungeon map, so go right at that door, at that Y instead of left.
We've played this game as many times as we have. Sometimes, you forget little details like that. Sometimes you don't need the map at all.
Well, you can pretty much run through this first dungeon. You only need the boss key.
Yep, pretty much. But one thing I do love about this first dungeon, right off the bat, in like the second or third room you enter, you can see the big treasure chest that has your ultimate treasure for the dungeon. And that's not something you see often throughout the rest of this game or any Zelda game.
Well, you thought about when this game was first made, I mean, that was just right after Nintendo came out, and like the big treasure chests weren't even in Nintendo. So to see like a big treasure chest, like something like, it seems like something small nowadays, but seeing something like that big back in that day, that early, I mean, yeah, that was a great idea.
It's an eye catcher. Obviously, you can't open it without the big key for the dungeon.
Well, hey, I wanted to test it out.
One thing you will learn going through these dungeons is it's not always necessary to kill every single enemy you come across. Sometimes it's just easier to avoid them like the plague.
Yeah, just really, if you want to get rupees or if you're low on hearts, I mean, it's kind of a good idea then.
Yep. Or sometimes there are rooms where you have to kill every enemy in the room.
To get the key or to open the door, yeah. Yep. You'll notice that.
Yep. But these skeleton guys that jump around...
I hate them. I hate them.
As you saw with his wild flailing with his sword there.
Oh, it gets worse in another part of the video. I swing and miss about 3 or 4 times.
I'm not sure which was worse, your sword play or your bow shooting later on, but we won't worry about that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's that classic controller, man. It's so sensitive on the use on the Wii.
Yep, we played it on the Wii with the classic controller, and it's not quite like the good old Super Nintendo controller.
Just wait for it. I'm actually playing this on the Wii U, but I'm on the Wii menu. I can't wait till this game comes out on the Virtual Console for the Wii U.
Tell you what, how about
I think it's gonna be a game changer on this. Being able to play on your gamepad, being able, like I said, to use certain facilities. And they'll play A Link to the Past would just be awesome.
It adds a great experience to your morning.
Come here, you stupid skeleton! Jeez! That's where I actually swung and missed them in this in this room. Swung and missed about 3 or 4 times early. Now right here, you want to use the pots. I don't know why I didn't use them more, but if you hit the, I think it's like you got him once or twice. I think you got him twice. No, it's once.
It's once or twice.
I think if you hit him once with the pot, I think he dies.
But either way, on that particular instance, you threw the pot before he had totally
opened his eyes. Hey,
yeah,
we all make mistakes in life.
We all get a little ahead of ourselves from time to time. Now, you gotta watch out for these flying red orbs, though, because you lose both magic and health when they hit you. Later on, if you have some magic powder, you can convert them into fairies.
I can make a circle. Yep, nope, dodging them all, dodging them all, baby.
Hey, it's better than getting hit by all of them. Definitely a staple of every Zelda game is pushing blocks around, pushing bricks around, statues around.
And going the wrong ways.
And going the wrong way.
Going places you've already been and being like, oh crap, I've already been here.
That's half the fun of these games, is exploring.
This was the first time the bow and arrow was introduced. Like, I've actually not played the original Zelda that much. I played a couple dungeons. But I don't believe was the bow and arrow in that game?
I honestly couldn't tell you. This game was my introduction to Zelda as well. I have the original.
I have played the first. I have played it, but I don't. Nah, it might be. I'm not sure if the bow and arrow's in there or not.
I have it on my Wii Virtual Console as well, but I've actually never played it. And I feel sacrilegious just saying that.
Yeah, it does sound bad.
Well, yeah, we call ourselves two guys playing Zelda, and we haven't played the original.
That's true. That is true.
However,
yeah, but like you said, I had the Nintendo, but Zelda wasn't big back in those days. Like, it really didn't get big until Super Nintendo. Really?
We'll definitely we'll power through it at some point.
Well, we were in '92. I was 9 years old. Not to give my age away or anything, but look at these moves. Look at these moves, baby!
And hitting a room like that with rupees like that this early in the game is very clutch. Rupees come in very handy all the way throughout the game.
Like I said, it's the awesome part about this game is like you don't have to get a big wallet. So like games nowadays, you collect 100 rupees, you can't get any more. Nowadays, in this game, you collect as many as you want to. So rupees are always huge at the beginning.
You can get $9.99 right off the bat.
And there's always crap you need to buy, especially when flippers are $500. It's a rip off.
But we'll get to that later.
Zor's been ripping us off since '92.
Now here you'll see he actually puts the pots to good use on these guys. In one throw, does it. Earlier, you saw him flailing his sword. It took about, it took 6 or 7 sword hits, I think, to kill
I want to give viewers the full experience of the game.
We're just going to keep telling ourselves.
When we died and everything.
Yep. No, we waited out a few deaths, don't worry. Maybe we'll put up an outtakes reel one of these days with some of our more embarrassing...
like our first recording that we just forgot to record on.
It'll just be dead silence.
7 minutes of talking for absolutely nothing. Right here, I actually just remembered that I forgot the map. You'll see, yeah, I realized I forgot the map, and I'll go back and I'll actually show you where that map is.
So if you would have gone right earlier when there was a T.
Yeah, when you get in that first room, I think it's after the bubbles, go right instead of left, and you'll get the map to start off
bubbles?
with.
You mean cannonballs?
No, those are bubbles, man. I'm pretty sure those are bubbles. I'm pretty sure they're bubbles. Because I think the map is more important than the compass.
You
gotta see where you're going. Oh, now here we go. We'll go back.
You don't want to see us wandering all the way through the dungeon aimlessly again.
I like now how when I'm edit, like I try to get when I'm coming out the door so it evens match up. That one I just did right in the middle of the room.
Yep. Freaking skeletons.
I hate it. And then when you get to the redhead ones, they throw bones at you and stuff.
Those gingers, man, you gotta watch out for them.
Yeah, I know. Now, is there always the boss symbol and then another room before the boss room? I thought you always had the boss symbol and then you went to the boss room.
I don't think there always is. I think it just depends on the dungeon. Because I agree, I don't think it's always that way.
Yeah, I can remember. I swear, you had that boss symbol right in front of the door, and it's the boss.
It's
right
such
there.
a tease. You
see the boss Why is this room even here? Why is it even here?
Just one more chance to drain you of your health.
You only got 3 heart or no? You only got 4
Although
hearts.
you do get every one of those pots, I believe, has a.
Nice shot. Nice shot there,
This is why this room is here. So we can laugh at your efforts. There you go. Yeah, I think those pots all had hearts and arrows under them, though. So it's a good stockpile room, I guess.
Yeah, because you gotta use arrows on the boss.
Unless you waste half your arrows and hearts.
You can hit him with the sword, I'm pretty sure, but you're just gonna waste a lot of time. Just shoot a little bit better than I did right here, because my shooting was not a great display.
Well, it's great when there's 6 of them, though, because it's hard to miss.
I just missed twice. I just missed twice, and there's 6 of them. So I don't know if I agree with that statement.
It's a little easier when they all line up and take up the entire screen.
I missed right here to 1.
And I think you got stomped on a couple times. There you go.
I missed right here. Boom, right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was a little rusty.
Yep.
Yeah, it's easy right here when they're coming at you. Oh. Jeez.
We'll delete that comment. But this is definitely the easiest boss of the game, although he's not making.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
Right now.
I don't know if this. I really don't know if this is the easiest boss. There's a boss at Swamp Palace where you use that hook shot.
Oh, the eyeball.
Actually, no. This is the easiest boss. This is the easiest boss.
Yeah, and it's definitely the easiest in the light world, as you'll see.
Heck
in future videos.
The other 2 bosses they're not impossible, obviously, but they're annoying.
Very annoying. And that's the East Palace. You get the green pendant.
Yeah, I don't know if it's called. I don't know what.
I'm not sure what its name is.
I'm not sure if it's called. It's something pendant.
It's a pendant, and it looks to be colored green.
Aren't they called like Power, Wisdom, and Courage? Isn't that what they're called? No, just Courage. Yeah,
pendant of Courage.
Yeah, they are called that.
Boom.
So
obviously it corresponds with the 3 parts of the Triforce: Power, Wisdom, and Courage. And that's the East Palace.